What's going on, knuckleheads? It's George with Fighters Rep. I am a combat sports promoter in the state of California, and today I'm going to show you how to register on the CAMO website to be an amateur MMA fighter in the state of California. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is to go to the CAMO website. You can do that by typing in CAMO space MMA in the Google search bar. Or you can go directly to the site by typing camo-mma.org in the address bar up here. Now once you're there, you'll see this beautiful home screen for CAMO, which is California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization. They're essentially the only sanctioning body in the state of California that has permission to sanction amateur events. So once you're here, you want to go on over to where it says Forms and click the Forms tab. Now the first thing I suggest you do is to open up the CAMO Athlete Application Instructions. This is important because it gives you a step-by-step guide as to what you need to do in order to basically get licensed. So this is a checklist, and you definitely want to print this out or have it open on your desktop so you can kind of tick off everything you do as you do it to get this licensing done. Once you've done that, head on over to register. Now in register, you're just registering as an athlete on CAMO. You want to create a username, put in your email address, a password, just the typical information you would enter into any website in order to register, albeit you'll have to enter some biographic information such as your name, height, weight, things like that. You want to click agree to terms when you're done with this, and you want to create a new account. Now I will tell you guys that you want to be extremely accurate with the information you put here, because this is the way promoters are going to find you. So if your name is wrong, your phone number is wrong, your whatever it is, promoters may have a hard time finding you, and that's not going to help you if you want to compete. So be accurate. Once you're done registering, let's head back to the Forms tab. Now that you've opened up the athlete application instructions, you can actually fill out the athlete license application online. You can just click here because CAMO utilizes writesignature.com, which will enable you to fill this out online, and you just fill out this form right here online. Now there is a $75 fee for the athlete application, so and that's something you can pay on CAMO's website. But you want to fill out all this information. You want to sign here. You could sign electronically and date it. And then once you're done, you're going to click Submit Signature down here. Now this Write Signature program, after you do that, will indicate that the application's been sent. But there's one more key step that you want to make sure you follow. And what's going to happen when you submit the signature is you're going to get an email with a confirmation link. And a lot of people don't pay attention to the email and don't click the confirmation link to finish the process, and that's what you're going to need to do to finish the process. So don't skip out on that. Be sure that when you get that confirmation link, you click it so you can finish your licensing process with regards to the athlete application for the license. When you're done with that, I would check out the National MMA ID application. Now when you click this, it's going to give you further instruction as to what you need to do to fill out the next form, which you can also fill out online, which is for your National MMA Identification Card. Now the identification card is also going to require an application online, which I'll show you in a second. It's a $20 fee, and you're also going to need to submit a photo to CAMO via email at info@camomma.org. It indicates here that they accept identification, not limited to a driver's license, passport, state-issued identification card. So, you definitely want to check that out before heading in to complete the National MMA ID application. You're going to fill out the information here, and then you're going to submit it the way you did with the athlete application. Okay, now the next step that I would go to is the athlete physical examination. You're going to want to click this, print out this document, and take it to an MD or a DO that can fill it out and give you a physical. Okay, and it's very important that a licensed physician, an MD or DO only, fill this out and sign off on it. If a physician's assistant or nurse signs off on it without an accompanying physician name, signature, or medical license number, it's just not going to happen. CAMO's not going to accept it. So you're going to want to fill this out, and I definitely recommend printing it out and taking it with you because it's already there. Everything is there for the MD or DO to fill out. It's going to make it easier. It's going to make the process more efficient. Now, if you're an athlete that's 40 years of age or older, and there are plenty of you, you're also going to have to complete a separate CAMO cardiovascular history form and undergo an EKG. And that's over here. So you can check that out if you're 40 years of age or older. It's just going to require you to do the additional EKG. Now, once you're done with that, essentially the final step is the blood test instructions. And hopefully the MD or DO that you took the physical documents to can also administer the blood test. Now, there are 3 blood tests required to compete for CAMO. The first is an HIV, the second is a hepatitis C antibody, and the third is the hepatitis B surface antigen. And you want to make sure that whoever's doing these tests for you is doing the correct tests. For instance, I've had people come back with a hepatitis B antibody, and CAMO's just not going to accept that. So, I mean, you could have this done at the last minute like so many fighters do, and unfortunately the lab got your test wrong, and you're just not going to have enough time to go back and get it done again. So make sure you bring this with you and make sure you specify to the clinic that these are the 3 tests that you need done in order to be eligible to compete for CAMO. Otherwise, they're just not going to let you in the cage. I've seen it time and again. Finally, CAMO actually provides you with some labs down here, some suggestions, requested test, biodata lab, advanced sports labs. These are all laboratories that have actually, done these tests before and have some experience. So if you don't have a doctor or an MD or a DO that's available to do the physical that can also do the blood test, you can go to one of these places here. And once you've done that, you're basically done with your CAMO licensing. Now, one more thing I would recommend is that once you have completed the physical and the blood test and done, basically completed these 2 applications, you want to make sure that the blood test and the physical are sent over to CAMO, and they have to be sent immediately. The blood test actually has, I believe it's 30 days. Yes, it has to be sent to CAMO within 30 days. But, the sooner you do it, the better. Don't leave it to the last minute, and you should be fine. And there you have it, knuckleheads. As you can see, the CAMO website is intuitive and extremely easy to use. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section below, or you can reach out to CAMO personally and ask them whatever questions you have. Just as a disclaimer, be sure to understand that if they give you any information that conflicts with the information I gave you today, or if things change, you definitely want to go with what CAMO is telling you over what I'm telling you in this video. But it is a pretty simple process, and now that you know what you're doing, you're one step closer to becoming a fighter in the state of California. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any comments or anybody that's potentially wanting to become a fighter in California, please feel free to comment, like, and share this video with them. It'll definitely help them on their quest to become a fighter here. Hey, knuckleheads, be sure to smash that like button, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to continue to support Fighters Rep.